Cool. Awesome. Great. So, hi everyone. So, before we get started with the book club, I'll just quickly give you a basic summary. I think a lot of people are new over here. I wanted to touch upon personally so that I can help you to understand the theme of it. But due to shortage of time, I could not touch upon with all of you. But yeah. So before going ahead, so this is Kiran here. I'm alumni of IIT Kharagpur. I work in Bangalore in the company digital healthcare platform called MediAssist or MediBuddy, and I work in Bangalore and stay in Koramangala for almost 6 years now. And personal development, coaching, mentoring, and going in this direction is one of my biggest passion of my life. And I've been with Vijay, who is the founder of Peak Impact Mentorship, under which we have started this book club. So Peak Impact Mentorship was founded almost 1.5 years back, 2019 mid, July 2019 mid, and there Vijay was more of a keynote speaker. Vijay was also John C. Maxwell certified coach. He has also certification Tony Robbins. So he's one of the biggest passionate guy, one of the biggest passionate guy I've met till now, who's quite passionate about his passion and completely follows his passion. So Vijay quit his job 6 years back, and that is when he realized that he need to start something like this, which is very very rare. People need it, and so that people can really apply those learnings, the information what we have, and grow in our life. So PIM started in 2019. We used to do a lot of YouTube seminars, YouTube live sessions. We also went into weekend sessions, and nothing was free for sure. We did a lot of free sessions, and then we went into paid sessions in the weekend, and that gave tremendous hit because the session charges were hardly 100 rupees, and people used to come and relate with what Vijay has gone through and or what Vijay was sharing the content, multiple topics, and that is when our growth started. So while the growth started, another challenge we faced is that how can we make people apply the learnings as well as create a more of interactive session, because we see that most people definitely in even social media, in YouTube, there are a lot of people who do wonderful motivational talk, wonderful content. So content wise, we have no short of content. Only challenge comes is that how many of us pick the right content for us at the right moment of time and then apply the content and then grow in life. यहीं पे सबकी गाड़ी आके अटक जाती है. At least 95% people I've observed, even personally myself also, if even after being very sharp, somehow the other way, if we don't apply the content for our life, we convince ourselves कि ये तो मेरे लिए नहीं है, ये किसी और के लिए है, हमारे लाइफ के लिए नहीं है, तो हम तो यार skip करते हैं. And that was the biggest challenge, and that is the reason we book club idea came into our mind, and we started in 2020 in the Feb. We started. It was more of a offline online both combined book club, and we also realized that 90% people do not have a habit of reading book. I know many people have habit of reading book. You're maybe enthusiastic about it. You have joined it. But personally, I was a person who never read any book after college. In fact, I have never read any novels until now. No novels at all. I was against reading book. And college के बाद लगता था यार नहीं और book तो पढ़ना ही नहीं है. But the moment I met Vijay, my paradigm got shifted. I understood the value of reading books and a lot of reasons which maybe I'll share in my talks. And then we created a syllabus out of it. पहले लगता था कि कोई एक book पढ़ना is a very big task. We thought let's pick at least fundamental 4 to 5 books, which will give people a kickstart in their life, and that also will cut short to most important 5 chapters. So if you have observed in meetups also, or you have connected to any other people, we have set of syllabus to start with. So the books are one of the book is magical book is Think and Grow Rich, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, and Magic of Thinking Big, and Rich Dad Poor Dad, and another book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. So if you just observe the title, all the books covers in a different aspect of your life, so that we all can have a fulfilled life and grow in whatever sense you want to grow. So this is the theme which we designed, and initially we came up with this idea, and it worked tremendously nice. Almost a year, we are running almost every week the book club. People are very enthusiastic, and because of all of your support, we are able to run this book club almost every single week. And that is where leaders like Supra or Sahana, Sashi and Rohit, and a lot of other people who contributed, Prakash and Bhushan also. And my own father has joined this book club. My own Chachu has joined. My Jiju has joined. Dhire dhire karke puri family aa gayi book club mein. And the growth is contagious. So that is what we believe. And this is what it is. The whole story behind the book club started. And the theme of the book club is very simple. The theme of the book club is whoever has prepared the topic from last week, whoever has connected with me or any of the volunteer, the coaches, you have prepared the topic out of this set of books or the theme around those book. You'll be getting around 2 to 3 minutes to speak. You can compile your talk, compile your learning with your experiences or whatever you want to share with all of us, and you will get a time of 3 minutes to speak. So that is where the book club panel or book club speaker list will come into the picture. So it will be more of combined while you're reading book as well as while you express yourself. It also helps you to increase your skills as well. So this is how it is currently. And by any chance, if you have more questions, I understand you might have more questions. You can definitely connect with me offline. I've already connected you, lot of you personally as well through meetups and whichever medium we connected, and you can answer your questions. If you have still questions, you can privately chat here with me so that we can continue it. Last but not the least, I have a humble request also. I know most of us come from a corporate background or professional background. Here, the challenging task is that whoever comes and speak, you need to find at least one good thing that person spoke. एक अच्छी चीज जो आपको अच्छी लगी उस speaker के through, and you have to put that in the chat so that the person sees it. And because it becomes a genuine appreciation, that confidence also increases. And that is how we help each other to grow. So I hope things are quite clear right now. And people who are new, definitely I'll be calling you in between the book club to introduce yourself as well. So you can just introduce yourself by sharing your name, profession, who invited you, and where do you locate. Very short intro would be better so that we can cover maximum people. And that's about it. And another request is if you can switch on the video, it will be wonderful. It will really help us to interact in a much better way. And that's about it. Okay, so we have a timer also. I don't know who will take care of timer today. So who is going to volunteer today? Anyone who is going to take timer? The timer thing. Sashi, can you take the timer wala thing?
Sure, Kiran, I will take it.
Okay, so Sashi, you just show the timer picture while people are speaking around 2 minutes 45 seconds or something, so that people can after you see the timer, you can summarize your talk, and then it will allow other speaker also to speak after you.
One positive feedback about Sasi being the timer is he won't give you 1 second extra.
Awesome, good. So this is about it. So we'll get started then. I have the topic. Cool. So who is going to get started? Sana, you want to start?
I'd love to, if everyone is ready. But if at conditions apply with videos on.
Awesome.
Well, so good evening to one and all, and welcome to the book club. We are Karthik and Sahana. So I am playing the dual role today, including Karthik. So so Kiran was mentioning about the magical book, right? This is the magical book, Think and Grow Rich. Although the book looks very small, my God, the content is just, I mean, it's like multiple folds of information. Last 2 weeks back, I was speaking about service. And I mean, we know if we need to make more money or more profits, then service comes first. But how, and how can we put this service into the market? Like, for example, if a project is given to you in office, how do you actually market yourself that your TL or manager identifies you to pick this project? So I'll be talking about a little bit, a very generic one, but definitely will make a lot of effect. The first thing that I really want to make a point here is, of late, we have seen this employer-employee relationship, going slowly a little down, and there is more of a mutual level. In fact, in my own office, we don't call an employer or an employee, we call each other partners. So our ultimate goal is to actually, work towards the common goal, which is serving the public. It could be your clients. I mean, when it comes to your office, it could be a particular client that you're handling, or it could be a particular project or someone you're reporting to, anything like that. And, now with this serving public efficiently is now a thing. How do we do it different? How do we add more value? And because when you go to the market, or even if you go to even if you take a simple call center, you call, the last question they will ask you is, anything else? Do you want me to help you with anything else? So that is being courteous and actually trying to figure out if there is something that can help, that they can help us extra, right? So they say, right, as much you sow, so that you reap. So if you do more, you will definitely reap more, because less is always a very small number, and there's nothing harm that you give more service. I mean, when I say service, this also includes your quantity and your quality and your very important thing, which is last one I will cover in the talk. So three things. So first thing is your quality. Second thing is your quantity. So the quality is higher your efficiency, higher you're concentrating on what you're going to deliver will increase the quality of your service. So for example, if you take your quality check team, although you have done everything, there is a team that checks your quality. Why? Because when we are delivering the final service, the final product that goes out to the client is highest in quality. The second one is quantity. Here I would like to take a couple of examples related to PIM. So it's a habit of giving multiple quality services. Initially, like Kiran shared, I remember seeing Vijay's initial videos, and to what it is now, it has changed drastically. And the amount of effort it used to take to make one video and relate on YouTube was such a task about 1.5 years ago. And I know the amount of struggle that has happened through the time. So that's how PIM started. It started in a small room where people used to watch the recording later. Very very rarely you would find that though, but that's how it started. And today PIM has so many branches. It's definitely got disc assessment where you will be able to identify your own personality to find out how you can perform better. Second is the health club. Vijay's wife, Gitika, runs a very good health club. We currently have a wonderful challenge that's going on. That's Walk Buddy Challenge. And also along with that, we have multiple other segments where you can participate. So the quantity started from one, but it multiple times, I mean, it doubled, tripled, and now there are multiple people serving this kind of communities. And the third one is the spirit. This is your most important, because the higher your spirit is, the opposite person will not see your quality or quantity first, but he or she will see the enthusiasm and the spirit of harmony you are trying to work with, I mean, or trying to deliver your service. So uh, you know uh, it seems it is said that there is no substitute for the spirit of your harmony, and it can deficit all that is there, that has been diminishing in your quality or quantity. The moment your spirit is high, then definitely your service is identified, and it is more fruitful. So I just wanted to add one thing, because pleasing personality is always very very important. So do something more, do something extra, so you can attract more crowds. That's what I wanted to share.
Thank you so much, Sana. It always brings a lot of energy and color when you speak. So that really reflects. So amazingly spoken, Sana. And the examples you took about PM is actually true. And people who have seen it from the scratch, it is an amazing journey. So thank you for highlighting that. Thank you so much.
Just
So
one
we'll
thing,
go.
just wanted to add, since I spoke about Walk Buddy Challenge, you can speak to your host. It's an amazing challenge because we are staying at home, we're not doing any activities. So please take some time out, walk for yourself, and do participate in this.
Thank you. Awesome. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Sashi, you want to go next?
Sure, Kiran, I will go.
Cool.
Okay, is my voice is clear and clear,
Yes,
Kiran?
clear.
I want to create a new habit. What should I do? And how long does it take to make a new habit? A lot of questions. Okay, let me put my understanding. A lot of studies confirm that it takes a 21 days to completely develop a new habit, while other studies say that it takes 66 days. But the truth is, it depends from person to person, and it is completely subjected to the new habits that we are trying to develop. The key thing is start today and repeat tomorrow. As simple as that. Creating a new habit with the goal-oriented mind. Why you wanted to do, why you wanted to achieve, make your habit with a stronger why. There are two types of people in the world. Those who can add a new habit easily, and those who can eliminate the old bad habits easily. Like, some people may find it difficult to include some better food in their diet, and some people it make easier to eliminate all the bunch of the food. Your habits and goals should be right regularly. Let's suppose I want to become a good speaker. Let's suppose I want to sing a song. Let's suppose I want to get a six-pack app, or I want to read a lot of books. Then your habits and goals should be to write it regularly, practice singing regularly, hitting the gym regularly, and eating the healthy food regularly. Don't take the targets, target the process. Then what does it mean? What is meant by the result oriented? What is meant by the process oriented? Getting six-pack app is a result oriented approach. Working out every day is a process. Getting 1 million followers in the social media profiles is a result oriented approach. But creating a quality content every day is a process. Many people think they lack motivation, but the reality was they lack of clarity. So it's all about that I just wanted to share, and for the reference purpose. So all this content has taken from the Atomic Habits. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing, Sashi. I think you are going to the next level one by one. I know you 6 months back, and now you're going to a very professional level. The way you're speaking, the body language you're bringing, amazing. Sashi, keep it up. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, so we'll move to the next speaker. Okay, so Revati, if you're online, can you go next? Revati?
Kiran, I would be speaking later.
Okay, just then you ping me up, okay? Then I'll call you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. So Uma, you'll go next.
Yeah, sure, Kiran.
Okay, let me spotlight. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Kiran, do I have the permission to share the screen?
Yeah, you have.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So we were discussing about financial literacy. And I told you in last session that I will be sharing 2 steps to become rich. So let's start it. So I would like to start with a story. Imagine that we are living in a primitive age where we do not have any resources, any modern resources to survive. So here is a man who is living in an island, and he go to fishing for his survival, for his food. So every day he jumps into the sea and work really hard to get any fish. So at the end of the day, every day he is able to catch only one fish, which is his requirement for the day. So he is able to catch only one fish, and there is nothing else he can do about it. So one day, due to salty water, his eyes were burning and he was not able to go for fishing. So he was lying on the beach, he was starving, and he was thinking there must be a better approach to do fishing. So for this, he was thinking entire day, and he was thinking something like this, that if his hands are long enough, then he will not be required to go under the water to catch the fish. He will be able to catch the fish from the surface. So next day, instead of going to fishing, he started working on his idea. He gathered one wood stick from the tree, and he started sharpening it from one corner. At the end of day, he made one tool like this. And on the next day, he was very excited, he was motivated, and he was thinking that today he will catch lots of fish. So instead of lots of fish, today he was able to catch 2 fish instead of 1. So using this tool, he was able to catch 2 fish every day. That means he has increased his productivity by 100%. So now he has royalty that he can work on alternate day. Like he has saved his fish from previous day, so he can work on one day and he can skip working second day. But he kept working on every day. He used one fish for food, and he started saving another fish for worst case scenario. So why I am sharing this story? Because this man has started creating wealth. He has sacrificed his hunger. He has taken his risk, and now he has started saving for the worst case scenario. So to become rich, first you need to have this kind of wealth. You need to start generating resources. You need to start generating assets that covers your expenses. So if you have covered your monthly expenses by any assets which is giving you income, then you are wealthy. Then you do not need to worry about your survival, and you can have experiments. Like in this case, this man now can experiment for more productive ways for fishing, because he has his savings. So he do not need to worry about survival every day. So first, start creating some resources which will give you monthly income, passive income. Then it will cover your monthly expense. So now you are wealthy enough, you do not need to work for your survival. Then whatever income you are generating, you can start investing those income for creating more assets. So after a point, you will be creating, you will be earning, and those earning will be used to create another assets which will give you more income. In this way, you can start being rich one by one. So this was something which I wanted to share. Over to you, Kiran.
Amazing, Uma. Amazingly covered within time. This is superb. And the way you portrayed with the short, picturized story and bringing a message of building assets rather than just working for income is amazing, because that is where we all need to focus. Build asset, build asset. That is where your income will get generated, and you can clearly manage your expenses so that you can work on much more bigger cause which you are really, really passionate about. Amazing, Uma. Thank you so much for sharing this talk. Okay, so we'll move to the next speaker. Shraddha, you want to go next?
Yeah, I can go.
Go ahead, Shraddha. Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So nowadays I'm reading this very amazing book, and that is Magic of Thinking Big. I'm in love with each and every chapter and concepts written in this book. And guys, I was literally amazed when I read this particular sentence from chapter 3, and which says like, fear is real. It is because I myself always have a belief that fear is something in our mind only, and it's always imaginary. But the author here says that fear is real, and we should always recognize its existence. Then only we will be able to conquer it. We don't take opportunities because of fear. We miss many magical moments because of fear. Even we have physical sickness because of fear. So truly, fear is a powerful force. It prevents people from getting what they want in life. It's simple. Because of fear, we procrastinate, and because of this procrastination works as a fertilizer for our fear. And this chain keeps on increasing our fear. So it simply means that we need to do something about this fear. We have heard many a times that if we really want to overcome our fears, then we have to face it. But I mean, how to face it? My question is like, how we can face our fears? And this is where this particular thing is very beautifully explained in this chapter with just 2 words. The author has explained that we have to take actions. Yes, two simple words that we have to take action. Many people do not take action out of their fear and their belief in that fear. Why to take examples of other? I will discuss one of my own fear, which was there a few months back, and that is to speak in English. I mean, to deliver a talk or a speech in English. It was always my fear. My mother tongue is Hindi, and I can speak in English, but to deliver a speech in English, I always felt very scary. I always have a feeling that I cannot express myself in English because that is not my usual language, and I always have a fear. And because of this fear, I have procrastinated to participate in book club in initial 2 months. And because of this procrastination, my fear was increasing day by day, and my confidence was decreasing. But one day came, I had a conversation with Supra and regarding this, and that moment, because of the conversation, I got the courage and I started to deliver speech. Though initially it was not up to the mark, but somewhere I knew that I never looked back then. I have conquered my fear. I have overcame my fear. So it simply means that we have to take action to eliminate our fear. If we will not take action, we will be in the same position today, tomorrow, after 5 years, and maybe after 10 years. So we need to understand and determine understand what we are actually afraid of. We have to determine that thing, if required, jot it down and take action, and in that way we can eliminate our fear. Thank you.
Wow, Shraddha, I think your the way you talk and the way you talk in the videos, I see is completely in sync, and you've really improved a lot since last time. And well going, Shraddha. Really, really nicely spoken. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank
you
you.
so much. Okay. So before we go next, why don't we do quickly a short introduction? So people who are new, who have joined us for the first time, you can one by one quickly unmute yourself and share your short intro, your name, profession, who invited you, or where did you got the invitation from, and where do you locate? So who will start? You can unmute one by one. I know there are a lot of people. Okay, Mahesh is going first. Yeah, Mahesh, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mahesh.
Yeah, I'm based in Bangalore. I'm a civil engineer by profession. So during this lockdown, I'm totally locked down, so I don't have much friends to talk with. And the thing is, I'm always fascinated by the books. These books, some authors literally have spent their whole lifetime to give us, to post this younger generation, so to what they have felt through, to what they have gone through in a lifetime. We can learn it in a couple of weeks, and that's the strength of the books. So when I saw this meetup as a book club, so I just joined out of curiosity. No one invited me. I suppose I already told you. You joined me. I went to the link and you joined me. That's all I know so far.
Thank you so much, Mahesh, for your introduction, and definitely I hope you'll have a wonderful journey with us. Thank you so much. Who's next? You can unmute.
Hi everyone.
Amitabh.
Yeah. So
Amitabh, I think you're muted. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. So my name is Amitabh Ranjan. I'm based out of Bangalore. I'm originally from Bihar. I have total of 11 years of experience working in IT sector, and earlier I used to read a lot of books. For last 6-7 years, I kind of lost touch of it. For last 1.5 year, I've been forcing myself to read books. I have, like, in last 1 year, and basically lockdown was a great time to spend some time with books and all. So I've completed like 2-3 books in last 1 year. I've been still forcing myself. I saw about this book club on LinkedIn today itself. I filled out the form and then I got invited by Bhushan. So
Amazing.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Amita, for sharing your introduction. I hope you'll have a wonderful journey with us as well. Thank you. So who's next? Quickly, if we can go. I know Aditya, if you're new, you can also unmute and share. Amit Joshi, Arif, and Gaurav. I think Gaurav is also new. I think Kanaya. Guys, if you can hear me, you can quickly unmute and share your introduction.
Sure, I will go first. Hey guys,
Sure.
hi everyone. So I'm not new in this, but yeah, I was inactive for a long time. So I have come through by a friend and was greatly mentored by Bharat and Chopra. They are most amazing guys I have seen in my entire career.
Amazing.
I'm
Arif, you should, you have to switch on the video. Yeah, I can't know who is speaking. Apologies for that. If you can, do switch on your video.
sure. Sorry for the mess at back. I'm at kitchen. Uh, sorry.
Acha. Yeah. Now I remember your face. Arif. Acha, ye banda Arif. Thank you so much, Arif, for switching on your video. I think now your intro is complete.
Sure. I would like to just put a small gesture. Thank you so
Sure.
much, Supra and Bharat. They are continuously in touch with me. I've been through some of my bad time in this COVID situation and all this, and now also. But yeah, these people are really amazing. They have pushed me up, and yeah, that's why I came back to join us. Thank you, everyone. You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much, Arif. And you're absolutely right. Supra, Bharat are one of the most deserving couple in our entire PIM. And definitely we all are blessed to have them as well. So thank you so much, Arif, for sharing your introduction. Who's next? Who has not spoken?
Hi, this is Kanaya.
Okay. Hi, Kanaya. If bandwidth permits, please switch on your video so that we can see you.
Hi.
Yes, now we can see.
This is my first session. I just joined, so I had connect with Bhushan, and he advised me to join this.
Amazing. Very nice, Kanaya. And what about you? Where do you work or where do you locate right now?
I'm in Bangalore, Banaswadi, and I work in Deloitte.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kanaya, for introduction. I'm sure if people stick around here, definitely, you will be forced to grow. अब बचोगे नहीं लोगों का learning सुन के अपने आप को force ही कर दोगे. चलो grow कर ही लेते हैं. Very nice. Thank you so much, Kanaya.
Thank you.
Great. So who's next? Amit. I think Amit Joshi. If you are online, you can also introduce. I know you're new as well. And who else? I think Gajanan.
Yeah, hi. This is Amit. Yeah. Am I audible?
Go ahead, Amit. Yeah, you're audible. If possible, do switch on your video.
Yeah, sure. I'll switch it on. Wait a second. Yeah. So hi, this is Amit Joshi. I'm staying in Mumbai right now, and I'm working in Amazon. So I got connected with Kiran only in Meetup. So I found this session very helpful, and it's really good. I really looking forward to join more session like this.
Super. Thank you so much, Amit. आपका intro समान चेहरा देखने के बाद intro होता है. सही है. Thank you, Amit. So thank you so much. Great. So who's next? Anyone else will have missed out? Please unmute and share your introduction. Then we'll go next.
We have Nikhil, who is new, I believe, Kiran.
Nikhil, where's Nikhil? कहाँ पे है Nikhil जी?
I just see his name. I think Nikhil can switch on the video.
गौरव बंसल भी है. गौरव आप भी अपने हाथ उठाया. आप भी कर लो अगर इंट्रोडक्शन करना है तो.
Yeah, yes. Am I audible?
गौरव को तो मैंने देखा हुआ है. तो आते रहता है.
Hello.
Yeah, Gaurav, you're audible. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So Gaurav this side. So actually, I was inactive for a long time. I was in regular touch with. In the future, going forward, like I will be continuing to join this club. So thank you, Bhushan, for being. Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you, Gaurav. It's very nice to see you again. Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead, Nikhil. You can go ahead next. Thank you.
Hi, this is Nikhil. I'm new to this book club. I was introduced by Suprama.
Awesome. What do you do, Nikhil? Where do you locate?
So I work as a research consultant. I live in Hyderabad presently. I live in Bangalore and White.
Awesome. Superb. Thank you so much, Nikhil, for your introduction.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Cool. Anyone else who missed out? I think we covered almost everyone. If I have missed out anyone, do ping me in the chat. I'll bring you up and you can speak as well. I think we have spoken. Did we miss out? Gaurav ka to haath utha hua hai usko. Okay, fine. So we'll go to the next speaker then, if everyone is done. Cool. So Dilip Gupta, I think you wanted to, you can go next. I'll just spotlight you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kiran. After a long time, I'm speaking. What is happening, when I'm been into work, so my mind is here in this thing, in the book club, but I was working on I was doing my job. So that's what I was missing a lot for this book club. Okay. And today I happened to, I tried to recollect my learnings about the last PIM. So I thought, why not to just say the PIM learnings of last week that DJ has delivered. For new folks, like I am Dilip Gupta. I'm based out of, I'm from Odisha, based here, settled in Pune. Okay, so I'm working in a corporate. Okay, so having around 17, 18 years of experience. And so I'll just go with my learnings from PIM. There are so many learnings I have from in the last PIM session by Vijay, and I jotted down some of the learnings that I liked most. Okay, so and that has touched my, that has been touching in my day-to-day life. Okay, one thing you'll get from all the association and the PIM is you will, so many issues you will be having in your life, but those issues, no, you will never think about it. But very small thing, very small negligence, we end up so many issues also. By rectifying, correcting those issues, we can live the life much better. So that those kind of learnings I'll tell you. So the topics will be different. So the first learning I would say is like normally while working, suppose you do your work in office or something else you are doing, normally we lose our focus. And what is the reason of losing your focus? Okay, what we just talk about when you why you are losing your focus, because you don't enjoy the work you are doing. Definitely happens. Suppose I have taken up a task, I'm not enjoying that task to do, I lose my focus. So to get the focus, what do you need to do? You need to tune up your mind in such a way that you get the focus. Okay, and that is the other learning is like positivity. Okay, so suppose most of the times, again the same, if I will give example of our job and all, normally if I am doing a job, I'm engaged into a task, or I'm doing the job, and the work I'm not enjoying, and why I'm not enjoying, and also I'm not growing out of by doing that job. If something I'm doing, and if I am growing, then definitely I'll enjoy that and I can grow. Okay, so that is where that if I'm not enjoying and I'm not growing, then I'll lose my temper and I'll lose my positivity. I'll become negative about that work, and again that will pull me down. So that is what happening. One, Vijay was talking about focus. Second, it was having the positivity, why we are losing our positivity about the job. Okay, and some other learnings. I say that the topic was the 3 P's of transformation, that is perception, planning, and posture. Okay, under this topic, he was giving so many knowledge. Many people like me, suppose my childhood was not much better. Okay, going forward, what happens? I'll think whichever task I adopt, I'll take. I'll always connect. I used to connect to my past. My past was not good. My childhood was not good. My college career was not good. So many things like that happening in many of us in our life. Okay, so in that case, how will you become positive? Suppose if you say that my childhood was not good, in that case, though your childhood was not good, you need to see positively. You need to think positively that okay, my childhood was not good, but still I can get success. My college days was not good, but still I can get success. So this is a kind of positivity need to develop some or other way, and that is where like this kind of association, this kind of learning will help you. They help us in a so many. See now how if I give a price for this, there is no price. If by looking back to my childhood, if I'm taking a wrong steps, and if by this kind of learning, if my career getting better, then there is nothing like that. Okay, so these are all the kind of learning we had in the last session. Okay, I tried to recap, and I thought I'll share with all of you. So thank you so much for listening to me. Okay.
Thank you so much, Dilip Chachu. Thank you so much, because I think the last point was so important point. I am sure all of us, most of us, I think we somehow or the other will get stuck in the past. And we will start convincing कि यार मेरा childhood तो ऐसा था ना इसलिए मैं change नहीं हो सकता, मेरा childhood तो ऐसा था ना इसलिए मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, मैं वो नहीं कर सकता है. मेरे साथ भी बहुत बार हुआ है. I've always convinced myself जो चीज मेरे से हो नहीं पाता, I'm not able to change, I'm not able to improve, I'll convince ये क्यों नहीं हो पा रहा, क्योंकि मैं तो भाई victim हूँ, कैसे होगा मेरे साथ. So that mindset we need to change, and it really matters. Thank you so much, Dilip Chachu, for sharing your thoughts. So before we move next, I think while Dilip Chachu shared his PIM learnings, let me show you one of the highlight of PIM's talk by Vijay, so that you get a glimpse who Vijay is and where we are getting that energy from the transformer. So you can listen from the transformer, although not full energy you'll get it, but some glimpse you'll get it. So Sana, it's all yours. You can play the clip.
Let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
How big things, a big looking thing in our mind stops us to grow. And what you can do to make this big looking thing a small, tiny thing. But see, understand, human beings are not logical creatures. No matter how much educated you are, no matter you can say, I don't have any emotion, trust on me, we all are driven by emotions. Would you agree? Problems are inevitable. Write it down. This is a concept number 1 today. Problems are inevitable. Suffering is a choice. I was able to relate. It was a placebo effect. I was feeling because human mind can create suffering. Human mind can create cure. Human mind can create a lot of things. I remember Kalu Vitrana and Sanat Jayasuriya, when they brought this concept of hitting in the first 10 overs, they were actually playing on this psychology only. That will come and smash the everything. In first 10 years, we'll score 100 runs. And after that, nothing can stop us. The opponent party will be smashed because their confidence is shaken. Their belief system is damaged. Now nothing can happen and we will go to victory. That's how they were able to win all the matches for almost 2 years. Nobody could have touched them because they came with a new concept carefully. Anytime a boy feels he cannot win a battle, he will change the battle. And girls naturally have a tendency of creating suspense. They never tell directly what I want. And a boy after 5 years realizes, इतना झंझट से अच्छा मैं job पे focus करूँ, I will become successful CEO of my company rather than wasting my time at home. So all the girls, stop playing this suspense game with your husband. Tell him straightforward what you want. And trust me, because if you feel he can win this battle, he will fight for you and he'll make you happy lifelong. Because the boy wants what? Only one thing from his wife he wants. How to make his wife happy, that is the biggest dream of a boy. If he's married, trust me. Or if the problem is gigantic, listen carefully, if the problem is gigantic, you will not feel excited. The moment you get that first victory, what happens now? Psychologically, you're already feeling like a champion. The moment you're feeling like a champion, your second activity again goes for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 20 minutes later, it's your work is done. Not that you're having a focus problem. Focus is coming when there's a priority problem. So I would suggest, पहले priority को fix करोगे तो फिर focus करना आसान हो जाएगा. Now the next question comes, priority कैसे fix करें? अब priority fix करना है तो भाई end goal पे चले जाओ कि what am I looking for? Based on what you're looking for, your priorities will come, and from priorities, focus are easy to come. Otherwise,
Wow, thank you so much, Sahana, for playing this short video. And I think the best part is that when Vijay created this opportunity for everyone, especially for new folks, we used to charge 100 rupees, but Vijay told, no, we have to reach more and more people. So we created an opportunity. People who are first time joiner, they get this complimentary pass. If you're joining from any of our volunteers or from me, you get a complimentary pass to access one of the sessions so that you can witness from your own eyes what exactly happens there. 300 plus people super excited for growth. Very, very rare to see in the current scenario. And that is what PM is all about. Thank you so much, Sahana, for sharing. So we'll move to the next speaker. Supra, you'll go next.
Sure, Kiran, I'll start.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, I see myself in the mirror. You see me the way you see me. I see me myself in the mirror. I think what you are thinking about me, that's just my thought. That's nothing but the powerhouse within yourself, nothing beyond that. Yes, the idea which comes to me, the thoughts that come to me, every single thought that I think that you guys are thinking about me is nothing but just the self-image, what I carry about myself. Hi and good evening, everyone, guys. I am Supra, people who don't know me. I work as a release manager within banking domain. Yeah, part of this book club from a couple of weeks. I would like to say one thing and confess, if I miss speaking in one of the book club meet, I start getting that butterflies, a pinch of that fear starts coming in me. So I never try to miss a single chance to not speak. I just wanted to say that. So today I'm talking about the topic, the powerhouse within every one of us, the self-image. So let's know, guys, what self-image is. I was just trying to simplify the statement, what self-image is, how we think about ourselves. We think there are many factors to self-image. Sometimes when we are in public, the way we dress up ourselves, the way people talk about brands, we see ourselves, they may not be thinking, we think what they are thinking about us. So there are some factors, what it is, what people think about us, what we think about ourselves, what we think that people are thinking about ourselves, right? So these are some of the factors which makes the self-image. And there are some of the aspects of self-image. There are 6 important aspects of self-image. I'll be touching very small details about it. First comes the physical aspects, the way you are yourself. You think everything. It's not the other person who is judging you. First, the physical aspect. You might go back to all your olden days, the oldest crowd you would have attended, the way you carry yourself, the way you stand in front of the mirror, the physical aspect. Second comes the mental aspect, the way you think, what your mental condition is, that defines your second aspects. That is the mental thing. It's not again about others. It's the way you think, how you are mentally. One fine day I was talking to Bharat and I just said, I feel I'm psycho, right? And he just looked at me, I know about it. So it's not actually he ever thought I'm a psycho. I just went and told him. And obviously a husband would never say you that you're not a psycho to a wife, right? So jokes apart. So that's the psychological aspects of it, which I was trying to tell. Third comes the intellectual aspect. How you think, you compare yourself with a knowledgeable person, the wisdom and the knowledge you carry about yourself. Let's assume I see a lot of speakers today speaking here, and I just start thinking that person spoke really well. He is knowledgeable, he is wisdom, and I try to put myself down. No, I'm not good. So that's how the knowledge plays the important role, and that's where the intellectual comes into picture. Fourth is nothing but the technical skills, the communication skills. I saw most of you spoke very well. You were actually grabbing the attention. So that completely talks about your skill. That improves your self-image. That is one of the aspects of the self-image, the skill aspects. Fifth is the moral aspects, the upbringing you come from, how your childhood has come. That is one of the major aspects, I would say, which completely tightly holds your self-image. And last but not the least is the gender. Sometimes we have, being a male or a female, we come from a crowd where somewhere or the other, people try to put you down. I have been like a tomboy since my childhood. So there were places where people commented on me. I really never cared because I was a tomboy. Why do I really care about them? But yeah, this is one of the aspects which people come with. But if I would have given the chance to all those people to put my self-image down, rather I ride a bike, rather I be guys, rather I wear a guy's t-shirt or a pant, it's completely my choice. It's my self-image. So why are we discussing self-image today, guys? So the moment you meet a person in front of you and you see a lot of aspects, there's all things, you can sense whether the person is a positive attitude, self-image person or a negative. So the person will be attractive, the person will be motivational, the person grabs your attention, then you feel very positive about that person. So that proves that you have a great self-image. So today I was trying to say, every one of you, if you carry a very high self-image, all of your videos should be on. That was just a request from my end to all of you. So take it lightly, guys. I can understand if you have a network issue, that's completely fine. And before I end this talk, I literally took a little more time, but sorry for that. I would like to end with a beautiful line. People having a very strong self-image has a very high self-confidence. They accept themselves fully the way they are, physically, mentally, knowledge-wise, whatever the 6 aspects I carried, and what they think about themselves. Those people are called as the powerhouse within. They actually carry their own powerhouse within wherever they go. Thank you so much, guys, for being a good listeners to me.
Amazing. I think Supra, you got our attention at completely, very suddenly. Apne attention grab kar liya. In fact, one thing I really wanted to highlight in Supra's talk is that you're talking about communication skill. Whenever you introduce yourself, Supra used something called anecdote. I don't know how many people know something called anecdote. Anecdote is something is basically creating a suspense to grab audience attention, and that is when she started introducing. Pehle Supra took around 10-15 seconds to create an anecdote, and then she introduced herself. So if you're looking to improve your skill, this is one of the skills. Start with a story, short story, or start with a big good quote. Start with something which is unique, which will grab your audience attention, and then introduce yourself. So amazingly covered, Supra. I have so many things to learn from you. Let's all grow together. So the Supra ka jo book hai, wo bhi Supra ne share. Supra, please put it in the chat box so people can.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker. Nikita, if you're online, you can go next.
Hi, I'm Nikita. Well, I normally don't introduce myself, but I see today there are quite a few new people. So I'm Nikita, and I'm a parent coach. I work as an educational consultant. Well, that's about me. Okay, today I'm actually going to take you guys down a memory lane. Not a very pleasant one, unfortunately, but a memory lane. Can you all think back to the time when you probably said something absolutely inappropriate, or maybe a swear word in front of your parents as a young child, and the reaction you got from them? I remember that day, and I want to share that day with you, which was terrifying. Obviously, if you can think back and think about the day when you said something absolutely horrifying, and your parents then kind of told you off, or whatever their reaction was, right? Fortunately, my parents didn't tell me off, but they showed me the right way to do things. So let's go back to my memory lane. Kiran, do I have permission to share my screen?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. There we go. Oh, sorry, my video is not open. Just give me one tiny second. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I was 6. I started learning, taking swimming lessons from the age of 4, and I had become quite a good swimmer by the age of 6. My mom encouraged me to go to the, you have floors, the diving board of 1st, 2nd, 3rd, the 3rd level. And I went there up with my coach, and this is what it looked like, okay? So you go up there, and this is the view from the top. And for a 6-year-old, it was absolutely terrifying. I was going back and forth, and all I could see. I am not sure if it was the diving board that was shaky, the water that was moving, or was me feeling dizzy, but this is exactly how it felt. I felt like I was dizzy, I was going to fall, and I will drown and die or whatever. But it was really, really scary to look down from that height and just think of diving in. I just thought, no, there's no way I could ever do this. So no freaking way. And that's exactly what I said to my mom. I turned around, my mom was there. I turned around, I'm going to stop sharing. So, oops, I don't know how to stop sharing. There we go. Okay, so I turned around and I said to my mom, there's no way. I can't do it, Mom. And she sat down, well, she went down on her knees, held me like this, my arms, and said to me, what's the matter? And I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. And she said, okay, so do you want to quit? Do you want to go back down? And I said, yes. I just can't do it. There's no way I can do it. She said, okay, I'll let you quit if you give me one good reason why you can't do it. And I was like, what? What are you saying? And she said, give me one good reason why you can't do it. And I said, because it's too high, Mom. And she said, okay, well, that's exactly why there's water down there and it's not concrete floor. You are a very good swimmer. You'll be fine. I said, no, but it's scary. She said, okay, the best way to deal with your fear, to fight your fear, is to face it. I said, but what if something happens to me? And she said, you've seen at least 10 people go before you. They've all jumped and they were all fine. So I don't think anything could happen to you. I was really scared. And she said to me then, just imagine how good you'll feel once you've accomplished another milestone. I went back and forth. Finally, I can proudly say I did manage to jump and I felt really good. Ever since then, the I can't has become a swear word in our family. Every time I use the word I can't, my mother would stop me and ask me a question. Tell me one good reason why you can't do it. And every time now, I don't have my mother with me, but every time I feel like quitting, I ask myself, what is the one good reason that I can't do it? And usually if I sit and give myself reasons, it comes down to either you don't have adequate resources or you don't have the required skills. And if that's the case, you can always acquire either of them or both of them, be the case. And more often than not, in my experience, I have realized the reason is I just don't have the confidence. I lack the confidence. And the best way to deal with that is to face your fears. That's about it. So anytime, if you guys ever feel like giving up, ask yourself one good reason that you can't. And that's about it. Thank you. Sorry, I went over time. I was not prepared.
It was all worth it, Nikita. I'm sure people can never forget this talk because this is something so sticky that people will apply the learnings that you just shared from your own life. Simply amazing, Nikita. Thank you so much for sharing your story. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Kishore, you wanna go next? Kishore, if you're online.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you're loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kishore Gautam, and I'm a software professional. This is my first time I'm talking into the book club, introduced by Karthik. So my today's topic is from last week, PM session conducted by Mr. Bijay. The topic is from the self-image, which we carry with us, and which has put programmed in our mind by our friends and family. So first of thing, I mean, I have talked in so many video. I mean, but right now I'm facing the fear. Right, I told Karthik I don't want to talk. I had not replied him, and then he said, I had given your name. I said, yeah, you are my friend. You have done the right thing for me. And that's why I'm talking right now here. So in the session, Vijay had asked us to write down your strength and weaknesses. While I was writing, I was very quick in writing my weaknesses. He had asked me, all of us write down 3 weakness and 3 strength. I had written 7 weaknesses, and I was thinking, what is my strength? And somehow I managed to write 1 and 2. But at the end, he had explained why we all was able to write, our weaknesses, very quickly, because it was programmed in our mind, by our friends and family. Repeatedly, they kept on, programming that, what is my weaknesses, what we are not good for. And that is why, that came into our mind. So how that is what my learning from last week's PN session. And yeah, that is what from my side. Thank you.
Wow, Kishore, this is the first time, is it, you're speaking?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I can feel your tingling sensation going inside your body, because I've been there, and it feels that vibration वाली feeling. लोगों को दिखती नहीं है बाहर से, but आपको अंदर से feel होता है कि आपको कुछ कुछ कैसे थर-थर करके कांप रहा है. And still you're bringing out a lot of confidence to speak, and sharing your learning was amazing, Kishore. Definitely we'll speak more and grow more together. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kishore. We'll go next. Bhushan, if you're online. Bhushan है क्या? I think Bhushan is not there. Okay. So Vinay, I think Vinay, you also have your talk, right? If you are online, you can also go ahead. Vinay. Is Vinay there? Vinay. कहाँ नहीं है? Vinay तो नहीं है. Okay. Vinay is not there. Okay, let me just ask then Revati if she's available now. Revati, if you're available, you want to go next? Revati. Okay, so if Revati is not available, I'm super excited about my talk. Okay, great. I think we've covered it. Did we miss out anyone, guys? If you have missed out, please ping me. I think I've covered almost all of your list. Who have got it? Rajendra ji is there. Is Rajendra ji online? Awesome. I think yeah, one more guy. I think मैं तो यार opener को ही भूल गया. I'm really sorry. Rohit, you can go ahead. आज ज्यादा लोग हैं, मैं खुद ही भूल गया. Okay, just a second.
मैं सोच रहा था मेरा टर्न कब आएगा.
आप ही का टर्न है अभी.
But क्या है, सब लोग बहुत अच्छे बोले थे, तो I was just into all those talk, and I was thinking that day by day our book club is getting great. People are delivering great speech, great content basically. So I'm just little bit nervous कि यार मेरा कैसा होगा. So I only have one story to share today, and that's about organized effort. Okay. So hi everyone, myself Rohit, and I work for telecom industry. I am having 5 years of corporate experience, and my hobbies are computers and reading books and playing some sports. Okay, so my hobby is reading books, and I came about this book club, and ever since I've been speaking here, and there is not a single chance, single day, single session in which I'm joining and I'm not speaking. So I think, as Supra also said, right, she feel butterflies. So I also feel the same, because I always wanted to share something, even if it is very small. So my today's topic is also very small. I'm not wasting any time. Let's go. So this story about organized effort is from the book The Law of Success. So in this book, the author took interview, tells about the interview. He took interview of Dale Carnegie. So he was asking about how he got so much successful. So Napoleon Hill, of author, was asking to Dale Carnegie, how you got so much successful. What is the reason behind it, and how you got all these things? So he said, can you define the term success? What is the meaning of success? So he told, in our society, in our people generally measure success with the money you have. So he said, okay, so you are talking about my money, how I got my money. So let me tell you how I got my money. I got my money from the people who do their work so well that no one in this world can do better than them. I have accountant, I have managers, I have chemist, I have all sort of person who are very well talented, who are very hardworking in their field, and they can do the job best in the world. And that's the reason I got my money. So why I'm sharing this story here in this book club, because I see this same kind of pattern here. We have so many people are here in the PIM who are good speaker, who are good coach in the health, who are good, advisor, who are good in their own field, right? So that's the reason why PIM is so much successful, and why it will be so much successful in the future as well, because we are putting so much of our organized effort into achieving a one big goal. That's uh, teaching this learning to 1 million people now, right? So that's the next milestone, right? So why we will achieve this? Because we, like Kiran, Supra, Bharat, so many people are there. I even don't know about them. They are putting their best effort to, their best organized effort to achieve that great thing, right? And that's the thing we should also apply in our life, that how we can get successful. So I have this great quote that I wrote by myself from my learning, is that success is the emergent property of organized effort. Let me tell you once again, success is the emergent property of organized effort. So one cannot say I'm successful because of my effort, because of my hard work, all those things. It's always about organized effort. Your parents, your teacher, all those people, they put their 100% into you. Of course you also put your 100% into you, and that's why you become successful, right? One more example of this organized effort is, you see a glass and you just bend the sun rays so that it just focuses on one point, one plank, one wooden plank, and it will burn the plank, it will make a hole in the plank, right? If you remove the glass, that's the goal basically. If you remove the goal, those sun rays will shine for millions of years on that plank and it will not burn, right? So that's all. If you understood it well, that will help you a lot. Thank you. Over to you, Kiran.
Thank you so much, Rohit. I'm so happy that I learned a new quote from you. You are the author, so that makes me super happy that people are becoming author now and bringing up their own quotes, and that is amazing growth. I think this is one of the answer which everyone looks
Thank
up.
you.
कि यार how will we become intuitive? हम एक चीज में intuition को कैसे लेके आ सकते हैं? Because once you become super consistent in something, then you become super creative, and once you're creative, then ideas just comes into your mind. And I know Rohit brings idea,
Yes.
Nikita brings a lot of ideas. I know Supra is the power of house of ideas. Whenever I talk, she'll bring one more idea to me. Whenever I talk, I'll get two new ideas. And Karthik Rana bring a lot of idea. Bhushan also sometimes shares some idea. And that is where this book club is becoming successful. Actually, it is all you. And the quality itself, you have brought the quality, because it will never happen with one person. Again, all of you have contributed with your own uniqueness, unique strengths, and that brings that flavor कि यार इस जगह में हर टाइप के फ्लेवर है, बिरयानी भी है और पराठा भी है, नान भी है, बटर नान भी है, पता नहीं इतने सारे फ्लेवर, and it makes super nice. So before I talk, let me just give you a short teaser. So I took this topic after talking to a lot of people, and while in my coaching journey, the biggest challenge I realized is that to find a strong reason for yourself to drive beyond on your comfort zone and start feeling consumed by your reason. कभी आपने देखा है आत्मा, भटकती आत्मा जो मूवी में आती है, डराने आती है, एंड जब आत्मा जब अंदर से चली आती है तो कितना डरावना होता है, इट्स लाइक किल यू. बट इमेजिन that atma is your reasons. Imagine that atma is your cause. The moment that atma goes inside you, you will be so consumed with it. For external world, people will think you're a mental guy. In fact, for past few months, जब भी मैं बहुत सारे लोगों से बात करता हूँ, they are like, किरण, are you normal? Are you robot? या कब तुम सोते नहीं होगा, कभी ये नहीं करते हो क्या? They are making me feel that I am some kind of external guy who is being abnormal. या तुम्हारा checkup करवा लो जाके. And these kind of pointers makes you feel abnormal. But actually, to be honest, self within, if you're so super happy and super excited, you're consumed by the cause. And the moment we started with Vijay, it slowly, so धीरे धीरे करके that idea of impacting 1 lakh people in effective communication life skills started consuming, because I know the reasons is not coming from Vijay himself. It comes from my past. I knew the pain of not having those skills. I knew the pain of not having a wonderful relationship in my childhood with my parents. I knew having the pain of not having enough wealth in my childhood. And those reasons are so huge. बड़े होते होते वो चीजें ना इतना बड़ा हो गया कि it consumed me. And that is when the energy comes into the picture. So this is the background. And before I go to the next section of the talk, I'll play a clip. It is again a movie clip. I love movies for sure. And I always relate my learnings with very wonderful movies. And while I play the movie, listen it to me very carefully. This will relate with your real life. And I'll keep the platform open for you for to learn what your perspective of that movie are. Okay? So let me share the screen. Okay. And in case you're not able to hear the voice, do let me know. Okay, now I know people can guess what is this movie. कौन सा movie है ये? Okay. Let me share the screen. ये आपके लाइफ के बारे में ही है वैसे, ठीक है? Nice. So I hope you could see the whole clip. It is just your life, wherever you are, whichever timeline you are. And this is where I leave this stage open. I want anyone, you can unmute and share what did you relate with your life? कुछ relate हो रहा है या हवा में ही जा रहा है? So who want to try first? So we'll take 2 to 3 speakers maximum with the shortage of time, and then I'll just touch few pointers on that. So who wants to speak on this? किसी को कुछ connect हुआ क्या?
Hi Kiran, Amitabh here.
Yes, yeah.
Can I go? Can I go first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I've already given my introduction. One thing I left out is public speaking is actually not a strength for me. Okay, and this is the first time I think I'm speaking where it's not necessary to speak or not mandatory to speak. But one thing actually I could connect with what Nikita said about her mother, that why you can't do it. And another thing is that 10 people have already spoken before me and they all survived, so why can't I? So I just want to say one thing, is that everyone from Sashi, Uma, Soni, everyone talked about success, how to get success. Like Sashi told about process and destination, that okay, this is my ultimate goal and I should have a process to reach there. Or Uma told us about how to get rich. Soni talked about fear and procrastination. I just want to say one thing, like everyone knows what we have to do or where we have to reach in order to be successful. Okay, problem is that everyone get a bit fearful by the magnitude of the success they think about. Like for example, if I have a YouTube channel and I think that okay, I need to reach 1 million subscribers. Initially only I will get afraid that okay, how can I reach 1 million subscribers? So that's my destination. What process I should take, I don't know about that. There is a very famous quote from Narayan Murthy. I hope everyone knows him. That be dedicated for your end goal, but be very flexible about your about the path you are taking to your end goal. So what I want to say basically, like in everyone's life, there should be one long-term goal and one short-term goal. Long-term goal can be, let's say, 5 years goal or 3 years goal or something like that. Or maybe I want to get that promotion. So that can be my long-term goal. But short-term goal is that what I need to do today. Like by end of the day, what should I say that? How should I say that? Okay, today was a successful day for me. And success is a building, and short-term goals are like bricks which makes that building. So that's what I just wanted to share, that every day if you are successful, then only for 3 years or 5 years down the line you can say that okay, I have achieved my goal. You cannot be successful that okay, 6 months I will just simply rest, or I will plan, or I will just waste my time, and another 6 months I will slog and become successful. Success, you never get success like that. So this is just I wanted to share.
Amazing. It doesn't feel like Amitabh is speaking for the first time, although he confessed he's speaking for the first time and people spoke. But Amitabh, you really spoke well. And yeah, so but let me again bring back this point. So Amita was talking about the clarity of how do you define success, how do you get through that journey and to see that yes, I'm going to the right direction. Now he has already given the hint. I think few people have already commented that ek ke to sar ke upar chale gaya wo clip. Okay, can anyone tell if they can really understand? It has so deep meaning. Trust me, that movie exactly talks about your life if you're getting stuck somewhere. So who has unmuted?
Hello. Can I say little bit about it?
Who is speaking? Is it Vivekananda? Kya?
Vivekananda.
Go ahead, Vivekananda. Just yeah, go ahead. Speak.
Yeah, like it says about how we become slaves of our mind. Sometimes we will not. Sometimes the solution would be in front of us, but we may not be able to see the solutions. And sometimes we constrict our thoughts, and we just become slaves of our mind, and we just don't think beyond the bounds of the presence. And present may present या past may, like whatever present or past, whichever enslaves us, we just become slaves of those thoughts, and we cannot go forward. So such kind of instances are being explained. I don't know the context in which he is explaining, so I couldn't explain it in a very good manner.
You took the very important point, Vivekananda. That is one of the biggest point out of the clip, that we are the own prisoner of our own mind. We are not able to break our own, prisons. Great. Anyone else want to add? There's one or two more important points. I think that will also give you answers for your questions, because whatever questions you have, it said it all. Who else want to try? Last speaker. Huh? Then we'll summarize. Who want to try? कौन ट्राई करना चाहता है?
Yes, I here.
Yes, I go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, what he wants to conclude was like, whatever you are going to do, you are going to have everything in your hands. You have to focus on yourself, and that's what I just kept it in short.
Perfect. Awesome. So I think let me just summarize few points, because that will really give you answers. See, I'll tell you the first thing. The movie itself is the life which we all live. The guy doesn't meet that coach or Morpheus who offers the pill. He's nothing but your coach. You only meet your coach provided you've done that dirty work in your life. You don't meet any opportunity, you don't meet anything until unless you've tried something new, until unless you're keeping on failing, trying something new, until unless you're challenging yourself. जब तक आप कुछ काम नहीं करोगे तब तक आपको opportunity भी नहीं मिलती है. And that first clip, the clip comes into a situation where Neo was offered that chance to see the truth, because he was already having those truth वाले वो चीजें ना उसके दिमाग में चल रहे थे. And the reason I played this clip is because exactly 6 years back, I was in an exactly similar situation. All those reasons in my childhood, I wanted answers. I wanted answers. Those answers were lingering in my mind for almost 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I was looking for answers so badly that I tried so many things. After failing it out, I met Vijay. And Vijay was Morpheus to me. He offered me red pill or blue pill. कौन सा आप देखना चाहते हो? And accept the truth. That is the first learning. Second learning is that I think who covered, Vivekananda I think covered, is about you are the prisoner. If you want to try something new, let's say you are joining for the book club right now and you're confused what to do with the book club. The biggest thing you could do with the book club is that the 4 or 5 books which we have suggested, it is not just coming out of hawa mein. It is coming from a mind of Tony Robbins, John C. Maxwell, Vijay, who has mentored millions of people all together and created a curriculum such that for a start, you get clarity of your life. Whatever you want to go, you may want to become a great public speaker. You want to become a wonderful guy in technology. मतलब आपके ना दिमाग में बस सोचते idea आ रहा है technology के. You are getting a lot of ideas in technology that you're not able to sleep. You're consumed by technology. That is where the next level of opportunity comes. If you want to maybe become a great player or cricket player, that idea of cricket has to be consumed by you. And that clarity, once you get it, what you really want to become, the outcome, these books comes into the picture, will give you answers. I did not have any reasons to read this book, but the moment I knew the clarity, I want to go somewhere in my life and I have to change my personality from point 1 to point B, this book played a very important role. because I found a reason for it. I never read this book for a hobby. I never read any books for hobby. I always read because I could bring out something, apply. And if I'm not able to apply, that is that Morpheus or Vijay is coach for me. And that is where the PIM comes into the picture. PIM is a group of coaching and mentoring association, which if you earn it, you get the time from a coach who can help you to cover your blind spot and maybe give a fresh perspective so that you can see the right vision and follow through. And this is where the books comes into the picture. So anyway, I'll talk more about the books maybe in the coming next week. What are the conspiracy behind the books as well? It is very interesting. And this is what it is. I hope it added some value, guys. And before we end the book club for today, I don't know whether Prakash is there. Prakash, if you are there, a request for your summary. I think people are waiting for that.
Oh yeah.
Prakash,
Thank you, Kiran. Today I could not set up my virtual thing, so I was on the audio mode only. But now I'll share my today's experiences with the most of the speakers. So today Sahana started with the service first attitude. She talked about in order to improve our service, what we need to do, work towards common goal, quality and quantity. She talked about spirit and enthusiasm needed, and also a pleasant personality to have a good service. Then Sasi talked about developing habit from the Atomic Habits book. So he shared his views about how we can develop the habits by starting today and repeating tomorrow. Every day we can do it. We can practice regularly, and that is how we can develop our habits. Then Uma talked about how to become rich. She shared a story about a fisherman, how he develops his ability to earn more, as well as how he becomes conservative and saves more for his future so that he can focus on some other areas. Then Shraddha talked about a fear. She shared a very good quote like, fear is real, from Think and Grow Rich. So she also shared about like we miss many things because of fears. We do not do many things because of our fear only. And she also shared thing like how we can come across our fears, so we can jot it down our fears and we can start working on it. So that is the first thing we can do. Then Dilip Chachu, I saw Dilip Chachu after a long time. He joined and he shared his PIM learnings, and he shared why you lose the focus and how you create positivity about the things you are doing and how you can stay focused. Then Supra talked about self-image. So she talked about different aspects of self-image, like physical aspect, then mental aspect, intellectual aspect, the technical skills aspect, then moral aspect, and gender aspect. She also started with the very good lines that really actually I can remember forever. Then Nikita talked about memory lane. She was sharing about the fear of swimming pool, and she just shared one question like, what is the good reason to quit for any reason? So if you ask that question and if you find the reasons, those reasons will be really not that much, so that you can quit your things actually at that point of time. Then Kishore again talked about the learnings from last PIM. He also talked about the self-image we carry and the weakness strength program. So he talked about writing down your weakness, listing down your weaknesses and strengths. And we always found our weaknesses first at the very first point of time, because we are programmed in such a way that we found our weaknesses are always told to us. There are very less chances that strengths are being told to you. Then Rohit talked about organized efforts where he shared his own quote like, success is emergent property of organized effort. And he also shared his experience about the PIM, that this is the success of PIM is because of the organized efforts by many of the experienced persons like us. And then Kiran shared about the secret of red and blue pill, where he talked about you guys are prisoners of your mind only, and it's your choice that how you can what you can choose to become a successful person in your life. So that's all from today's book club. Actually, I just wanted to share one thing. Today I was thinking of skipping this book club because I was not feeling well, but I just connected in the meeting, and Sahana started with the very good topics like service, and then Sasi and Uma. Then my headache went away, and I started noting down all the things. So that is real magic behind this book club. So if you miss for any of the time, like Supra said, you will feel like you missed many things. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
I think this is a highlight of the book club. सिर दर्द निकल जाएगा. सही है. Amazing. Thank you so much, Prakash, for an amazing summary. I think एक बार Prakash का topic होना चाहिए how to summarize. I think Prakash can take up a topic, how to summarize your talk. And this is an amazing service, Prakash. You actually Sahana started with the service talk, and you proved it. You proved it in the end to help all of us by summarizing and making the book club more productive. So amazing, Prakash. Thank you so much. So before everyone logs off, let us take all the photo. Sahana, if you're there, I'll just make the gallery view. Okay. So everyone, if you're hearing me, do switch on your video. You're going to take the photo. Rohit, Vivekananda, if you can, Vishal, Kanaya, Samiksha, Sai.
We should all be ready, actually.
Awesome. I think people are switching on the photo. Awesome. Great. Sai, Vivekananda, Samiksha, Kanaya. Only 4-5 people are left. Great. Samiksha also switched on her video.
Then Kanaya.